I dabbled with the Prince of Persia games way back on the PS2 and the PS3. They weren't some of my favorite games of all time, but I did think they were pretty cool. It has been a pretty damn long time since we last saw a game in this series. The last mainline title came out in 2008, so it has been a while. One would almost think the series was lost to the sands of time. Anyways, bad jokes aside, I'm actually pretty excited for Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. I covered it briefly in my coverage of Summer Game Fest, but in this video I will cover why I'm excited for this game in greater detail. Let's get into it. Like I said in my previous video, I'm actually a fan of MetroidVanias, though not to the same degree my editor is. His whole channel is built around just those. But since I do like the genre, I don't mind trying them out, especially if they happen to be visually unique, and this game is definitely that. It's using 3D models in a 2D type of game. That doesn't always work out, but when it does, it gives a stunning look visually. I'm also intrigued just from the graphics and from the gameplay alone. Also, for all we know, this game could be a tie-in to the grander narrative of the yet-to-be-released Prince of Persia reboot. Still no word on when that will be out. It was announced in 2020, a year which probably cursed its development. I wonder if King Tut was involved in some way. Another reason I'm excited for this game is because it just looks like it'll be a ton of fun. In recent years, I feel like a lot of games are lacking this, either because the developer is aiming for an over-the-shoulder cinematic walking sim, or they just release in such a crappy, broken state the game isn't even fun to play. This game looks like it's a callback to an era where platformers were king. Sure, it's a Metroidvania, which is starting to become a crowded genre, but it looks like it has some unique mechanics that could lead for some interesting innovations on the gameplay. Not that there's anything wrong with iterative gameplay, the old saying applies, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But as a whole, this game looks like it'll be a lot of fun. It won't be a game I get right away, but if it launches at a cheaper price point, I might consider doing so. This may seem like a pie-in-the-sky theory, but this is one of the first big-budget platformers in a while that isn't Crash, Spyro, or Mario. The vast majority of platformers on the market right now are indie games. Not that there's anything wrong with indies, some of my favorites are indie games such as A Hat in Time. But since this Prince of Persia title is going to have a decent-sized budget, it could mean we see more large-budget platformers from other developers, or maybe Ubisoft themselves. I'd love to see Rayman make a return. Also, if Microsoft and Rare were to bring back Conquer for a third run, I'd love to see that too. If this video gets 50 likes, I'll make a video on platformers that I'd like to see return. If this game does well, I believe we'll see some other Prince of Persia spin-offs while we wait for Ubisoft Montreal to fix up the Sands of Time remake, which has been restarted from the ground up. I think there's a real possibility that Ubisoft could do some crazy things with Prince of Persia spin-offs. A hack-and-slash game could be fun, a full-scale RPG could work too. Basically, the franchise is one where you can do so much with the property if you just get the right creative team involved. Either way, Ubisoft is such a large company, they could have a wide array of Prince of Persia games in the works. They just have to make sure they don't wear out their target audience with too many games in quick succession like they did in the mid-2000s. So those were just some of the reasons I'm excited for this Prince of Persia game. Are you excited for The Lost Crown? Why or why not? Let me know in the comments section, and don't forget to like and subscribe. 2 of my previous videos will be popping up on screen now. One is a video YouTube thinks you'll like, and the other is my reaction to some of the titles from Summer Game Fest 2023 that I'm interested in. Check them out, and until next time, keep blazing that trail.